Welcome to What the Church Won't Say,
where we have difficult conversations at the foot of the cross.
And we are looking forward to having this conversation with you, and I mean literally with you,
yes,
because we will be answering the questions of our viewers that they sent in.
Woo.
I am your host, Nathaniel Plenty. To my right is Ridiculous Nicholas Rendon the Hooter, and my man over here is Jose Castro, the Revolutionary.
Yes, sir.
Hey, listen, y'all, we're going to dive right into your questions, and our first question is from Kate from Chicago, and this is what Kate says. My grandpa died recently. Our condolences, Kate.
Yes.
And I don't feel like my boyfriend was sensitive or as supportive as I wanted him to be. He said he was uncomfortable, but I was taken back and disappointed. Gentlemen, we put that on the table. What do y'all think?
Well, he said he was uncomfortable.
He was uncomfortable, and she was taken back and disappointed.
Don't want to jump to conclusions, but maybe he had a traumatic event, that makes him uncomfortable around dead people. Maybe a loved one that he was very close to passed away, and he was not able to take it in the most normal way possible.
Okay.
So this might trigger back memories. I don't know. Just assuming.
It's a good point. How long has they been dating?
All the information.
We don't know that, huh?
We don't know that.
Well, it's kind of hard to maybe another reason he's feeling uncomfortable is he doesn't know where his place should be.
Yeah.
If he's overstepping his boundaries.
Good. I like that.
I'm going to throw that out there because I could totally relate to this guy. I'm horrible at funerals. I'm horrible in those situations because you feel like you should be mourning. You feel like you should be acting a certain way because someone is grieving.
Yes.
And unfortunately for me, it's hard for me to act a certain way when that's not really the way I am. And so...
Yeah, you like to crack jokes.
I do. I like to be lighthearted, and it's hard for me to really be down unless I'm down.
Yeah.
And so it's like I'm supposed to be down, but I don't feel down, and it's just almost like overthinking. Like, and God, condolences, man, when your mom passed away, but I felt awkward at that funeral as well. And you, my friend, so I can imagine if it's someone who's expecting more of me. We
were cracking jokes together.
We were, and everybody don't quite understand that.
We did get a few.
Some eyes got cut at us. Yeah. But what I'm saying is some men don't know how to navigate their feelings in that situation.
I agree.
That doesn't mean that he cares any less about you. It just means he may have to mature in his feelings and mature as a man. And I can be honest, I can relate to that. I don't think that's a deal breaker.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you have to know the type of person you're dealing with.
Yeah.
So is this something that she should bring up and talk to him about? Or she should just leave it alone?
I think she should talk to him about it so she can get to the bottom of what's making him uncomfortable. Get to the bottom of, and then get to the bottom of sharing what you expected of him. Because if he don't know what you expected, he can't read your mind.
I agree.
So for future references, y'all can have an idea how to be a unit.
Right.
Over communication is better than no communication.
Absolutely.
Because you don't even know why he's uncomfortable.
Yes.
Exactly.
And you're already taking it personal.
Yeah. Jumping to conclusions.
Yeah.
Which we do all the time.
Yes.
So talk to him.
Talk to him.
Yeah.
Talk it out.
Please talk to him.
And try to figure that out.
Yeah.
All right.
Talk it out.
Next question. An anonymous viewer says, I am engaged and recently found out I can't have kids. My fiance loves kids and want a big family. I'm scared to tell him of my recent diagnosis. Any advice?
Wow. This is rough, but I mean, there is no way around it. Like, she has to tell him.
Okay, but how does she go about telling him? I know sometimes people know they got to.
Yeah.
How do you
do it?
Yeah, how do you go about that? How do you set the atmosphere? When do I tell them?
I think that it has to be in a place where both of them are very relaxed. Mm-hmm. Where they're not too relaxed, but just relaxed. And she should just bring it up and say, hey, like, I know that you want a family, but I recently found out, and I want to emphasize the recently.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Because if it goes by for too long, then
why didn't you tell me?
Yeah. So recently, I'm gonna say, I don't know, a month, 2, maybe 3. that's pushing it.
Right. Yeah.
No, but like
you're
but,
right.
you know, but I mean,
Three
as a
is
man,
pushing it,
but
but
as a man, I could understand. Like, you know, you're freaking out. Like, I could understand why you took this long. But more than that, I feel like, hey, like, come on, you know, you have to tell me. So, anyways, just tell them, like, I know you want to have kids, you want to have family, but unfortunately, I was just diagnosed, and just want to be honest with you because I know what you want, and I
don't
wanted
want to
that.
waste your time.
I wanted that too, and so unfortunately, I cannot give you that.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna throw this in the mix of that conversation. Trust God.
Yeah, amen.
Trust God in that, because it's obviously everything is predestined. You know, this conversation. There's a predestination here, but not just in that. What I want to say is, what He has for you is for you. You know what I mean? What He's determined for you is determined for
Amen.
you. If you're supposed to be with this man, then He's going to respond in a way that helps you guys grow.
Yeah.
If not, then He has something better for you. You know, and you just got to trust Him in that, man. We don't always get what we want, but we get everything we need. And,
Amen. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. Yes.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna move on to our next viewer, who is Karyance from Chicago, Chi-Town represent. It says this: some men lie and show you their representative. What are some red flags you should look for in a new relationship?
I would say I want to plug the red flags, green flags episode.
Red light, green light episode.
Red light, green light episode.
Check that out.
Check it out.
Yep.
That's a more extensive explanation on this question, but you know, to touch very quickly on that is it also depends on your criteria.
Okay.
Like, okay, let's just go here from a Christian perspective. If you're a Christian woman, you gotta, and this man is saying, I'm a Christian man, you know, I love God and this and that. Like, the truth is gonna come out quickly. You know, because you can only hold a persona for so long. And also, like, the Spirit's going to tell you, and you can tell when someone is genuine about their faith. You know, so that would be a red flag.
Yeah. I'm just going to throw in what I'll always say is trust is earned, it's not given. And that's, to get right to it, is a lot of people get hurt. You ain't got to worry about a representative. Treat people with exactly what they displayed onto you. If they have not shown you that they're trustworthy in an area, don't give it to them. If they have not shown you they're trustworthy in a certain area, don't give them your car keys. Don't give them your apartment keys. Like, let people earn a certain amount of trust before you give them things. Don't even give a person your heart till they show they can handle it. So in that, you don't have to worry about a representative. You don't have to worry about anybody hurting you if you just allow people to show you to what degree you should trust them. Yeah, and remember, earn, not given.
Like stay focused. We tend to get caught up in the enjoying a person.
Yes, the feelings.
Because of the attractiveness there, or because the good times.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I would say definitely enjoy them. But stick to your standards. Don't settle, and be mindful and focus on how they're treating you.
This is going to get a little bit off track, only because this came to mind as you was talking, Nick. I kind of, when I'm in a relationship, I kind of like when we hit a rough patch. I kind of like when we're arguing a little bit. And I say that, not that I like the argument, but I like to get to see who I'm dealing with. I like to see how emotionally intelligent someone is. I like to see how someone navigates me when they're angry. Or are they reckless and just say anything to me? Because this, to me, in the beginning, I'm not taking nothing serious. This is all for me to get a sense of who you are. Yeah. So just sit back and take things in, have fun, and just take things in an objective way. Keep your feelings out of it so you'll know exactly who you're dealing with, and that'll keep you from being hurt as well.
Yeah. That representative go out the window quick.
Real quick.
Yes.
Real quick. All right. Next question, gentlemen. It says, my wife has put on a lot of weight since we have been married. And then they got 12 years, been married for 12 years. Mm-hmm. She has put on 60 pounds.
Okay.
And has reached a point that I don't find her attractive. I need your help.
Okay.
Wow. 60 pounds.
60 pounds.
She don't find her attractive. Married 12 years.
Yes.
So he doesn't say if they have children. He doesn't say what age she's at. But you know, all of us as we get older, we put on weight. You know, especially if you had kids.
But 60 pounds.
60 pounds, I mean, depending on your genetics and your lifestyle, that's very likely.
Yeah, you just gave up.
You know what I mean? That don't mean you gave up, man. You don't know a person's situation. 60 pounds. May have 5 kids. We don't know.
Kids,
may have kids.
We don't know.
May have a genetic disposition for putting on weight.
For 60
it could be
pounds.
something medical. It's a lot of things that can come with 60 pounds. But my whole point in this is obvious is getting to a place where it's bothering him and he finds her unattractive. And that's legitimate. I get that.
Yeah.
So number one is, should this be talked about, or should he man up and just love on his wife regardless?
No, it should be talked about.
It should be talked about.
It absolutely
Number
should be
one,
talked
so let's
about.
okay, good.
Yeah, I don't bury it.
No.
But bury it, that's going to be a problem.
Yes.
That's going to end up being very ugly.
Yes.
Right.
So I definitely address it for many reasons. For her health, you know, for she'll be healthy to fulfill whatever God called her to do, but also for them. Like that's not fair. I'm gonna say this from a man. I'm gonna be honest. That's not fair, especially if you feel like you're taking pretty decent care of yourself. And then you just let go, or you just gave up, or you're not trying. That's not fair, you know. So I wouldn't bring it up just in the words, but I'm being honest. It's not. But what I would do is, if I want her to lose weight, I'm gonna offer something where I assist her, where I lose weight with her. So, baby, I got us a membership. You know what I mean, baby? This is what we're gonna dedicate this amount of time to working out, and I would do it with her.
Yes, of course.
You know, and not only and if you have, and I'm gonna say this because we have a lot of people that's so flaky, not going. I would like let's sign a contract. I'm signing a contract Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I'm gonna work out with you. These days, and make her sign it. And when somebody's not feeling like it,
hold her to it.
You sign, baby. Let's keep our word. Let's dedicate to it. But I wouldn't put it all in her lap and say you need to figure that out.
No, definitely not.
Me personally, you need to do this. Is something I say. This is a us problem.
Yeah,
and it's gonna be a us remedy.
Yeah, because it's a marriage.
Absolutely,
it's a marriage. So now it's our problem.
Exactly.
You know. So yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
definitely.
But I wouldn't definitely. I hope you haven't said this. I wouldn't tell her I'm getting less. I'm not as attractive with you. That right there, can break somebody's heart.
Yeah.
I thank you for being honest with us, but do not tell her that. Continue to tell her how beautiful she is, how much she means to you. I would stay in that vein. Yeah. And I think you'll get more. They say you get more bees with honey than you do with vinegar. So
I like that.
Yeah.
More bees with honey.
Yeah. Absolutely. I just said something life-changing, y'all.
Yes. Yes.
All right. Next question, gentlemen. It says, I met a handsome man at my sister's church. We've been dating for 4 months, and I really like him. The problem I have is he is 33 and has a studio apartment, a car that has broken down on him several times, and he is a supervisor at a fast food chain.
Supervisor?
I make close to 6 figures, and I'm 29. I feel like he should be further along. Is this a deal breaker? What do you think?
Well, women are hypergamous.
Correct.
Okay.
And
they what?
Hypergamous.
Hypergamous.
Man, I gotta go back to school.
Really?
This dude right here.
Yeah, hypergamous.
For sure.
Actually,
he was a walk at the stores, man.
You know,
I want to say something.
College education paid off, son. Your mama be proud.
Man, I'm in the whole 80 grand. But
I don't mean to steal your thunder, but
you are though.
Yeah, because he said, what'd you say? Hypothosaurus? What? Hyposaurus?
No, I forgot what I said. I'm being honest.
Hypergamous.
Hypergamous.
I talked in that word actually.
Man, look
He
at
did
that.
not. He did
I
not.
did.
First of all, you can't show up to the show in a blazer and start acting like, you know.
I'm just saying.
The blazer actually, the word should have came from him with that blazer turtleneck.
And I was gonna come for me, but you stole it from me.
Okay, but go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Explain what the word means. We gonna teach our viewers something today.
Hypergamy is pretty much like women marrying up. So that means that if a woman is making 6 figures, she more than likely wants someone that makes the same or more.
Gotcha.
So just marrying up.
So is this a trend or is this natural?
It's natural.
Well, I think everybody wearing turtlenecks nowadays. Oh, you talking about the lady?
I don't.
Oh, okay. I thought you somebody's turtleneck is that the trend.
This is the first time I've seen a turtleneck in a long time, bro.
I'm gonna get
But
you.
I will compliment you.
He's pulling it off, man.
Yes.
He's pulling it off.
Yeah.
Don't hurt him, Hammer. But go ahead. All right, I'm sorry. I'm done being silly. Go ahead.
So yeah, this, her hypergamy is just marrying up.
Marrying up. Gotcha.
Yeah, but I think that's natural. That's natural for women. It comes down to them feeling that security.
Okay, so should we shame her for, her putting him down as far as his career and where he's at in life? He is 33.
I don't think.
But she's enjoying him. She's enjoying the thug.
Yeah.
She led with I like him.
She's enjoying the thug life.
Yeah,
I don't know where thug life come in.
I think that this should be put into perspective. Like, where was he at? You know what I mean?
Like, where did he come from?
Yeah, because him being supervisor.
That's a good point.
Him being supervisor, that might be like.
Because he could have been outside with the sign twirling.
That's what I'm.
And now.
Did you say twirling?
I know what you're saying. In a chicken suit.
And now he's like, now I'm on fries.
I'm on fry duty now. And how many steps has he climbed?
That's what I'm saying.
And you could be very
aside,
This is because he's progressing.
Yes, he is.
Yes.
So I think that she should definitely be, because I know that there's some doubt in her. She should consider the grind in this man. How persistent he has been. She should talk to him like in a way like, hey, tell me about your story. Like, how did you get to be a supervisor? It's interesting to me. You know what I mean?
But I mean, and I'm gonna go on the other side. I'm thinking more of his plans.
Right.
It's one thing to be a supervisor, but what is your plans?
Yeah.
Like, what goal are we trying to reach? Correct. Are we going back to school? You're gonna start a business? Are you comfortable doing what you're doing?
Yes.
That's more important to me. And that'll give you an idea of his drive, his mindset.
Yes.
Because it's okay to be where you are as long as you plan to do other things,
Yeah.
And so, is it a deal breaker? No, it's not a deal breaker.
No.
But it's all about the attitude of his heart.
Yes.
And also, some people just content.
They are.
In certain aspects of life. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, it's not like she's saying he got 8 kids, he ain't taking care of them, and he out here selling drugs. I mean, it's okay if that's what he wants to do, but you can't shame him into being something that he's not.
That he's not.
That's what I'm saying. Like, maybe yeah, you're right.
Yeah, but it's about what he plans to do.
Right.
So I would get a feel for that. I would get a feel for that because you don't want to throw somebody out that has a lot of potential to grow into something awesome, and then you mess around and can't find no one.
I'm gonna say this,
right.
to talking about the potential, and you mention it all the time. Do not marry potential. However,
right.
If you see that potential is in motion, then that's different. That's different.
Absolutely, and that's the beauty of dating. You get a window to see how someone grows. You get the window to see how somebody moves, and that's what I would do. I would just enjoy this dating process. You like him, enjoy it, and just see how he develops. Ask him some questions, and you'll get a great feel if this is something you can deal with, or I got to move on.
I like that.
Yeah,
I like that too.
Yeah. All right, we got Kate from Chicago again. She says, my boyfriend is a workaholic. It's not a problem now, but I'm worried about it becoming a problem in the future. What advice do you have?
Okay.
So she got the opposite problem.
Yeah. Yeah, that's difficult because.
So here we go. 2 women on the opposite sides of the spectrum.
Right. No one's satisfied.
And
you can't satisfy them now.
They should talk to each other.
So you ask Kate, and Kate's unhappy.
Right.
Because his grind is too much.
Right.
It's never enough for you ladies, I swear. It's never enough.
I like it.
Right.
You want a man who's ambitious and puts his passion before anything else, and allow him to, prioritize you in that. And if you're so concerned with spending time with him, spend time in the work that he's doing. Help him with that, because that's where you're going to you're spending the most time with him, and at the same time, you both are being productive.
Yeah.
You're helping him bring the bread in, and you're spending quality time with him, and you're learning stuff from him.
Yeah, and also I think that there has to be that conversation. Like, hey, are you going to at least dedicate some time for us, for the family? Mm-hmm. Because, like, I understand, as a man, I like to grind, and sometimes I can work a lot, and I get joy out of it. I get purpose, and I think that every man enjoys that. But you can also
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Well, not every man, but a lot of men enjoy that.
Right.
But it can also get in the way of like personal relationships, relationships. You know, and relationships are very important because I realize now, like, okay, I could have a very nice home, drive a nice car, my car, you know, the car that I want, but be alone. And I kind of don't like that picture.
Right.
Gotcha. I want to throw this. I want to put this into this conversation because this, to me, is all about, again, communication. You may have a man that's on a mission because he's just building something. Like, if he has an end goal, like, I'm doing this for this season so I can get here. So you're trying to figure out, is this his character or is this something he's doing because this is what's required to obtain something greater? And you have to look at it from that perspective. And the only way you're going to know that is communicating with him. So this is not what you plan to do for the rest of your life. This is something you're doing to reach your goal.
Yeah.
And that in that communication, I think you'll find a way to understand who you're dealing with.
Yes.
I don't think it's a red flag. I think it's a conversation that needs to be had.
Yes.
Yeah. Cool. All right. Next question is an anonymous viewer that leads the question with saying, I am a Christian. I have been married for 16 years. Months ago, I kissed one of my coworkers at an office party. Ever since, I've been feeling awful. Should I tell my husband?
Wow.
16 years. I'm gonna let y'all tackle that one, gentlemen. I'll come in last because that's
Cool, man. Cool.
Yeah.
Give us the hard one.
Of course.
Don't tell. You keep that one. You take that to the grave.
All right.
You know why I say that? Because it's gonna ruin. The damage is more than likely gonna be FUBAR.
Okay.
You know, beyond repair.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they are never going to trust you again. Like you said, trust is earned, right?
It is.
What is it going to take to get that trust earned all over again? And it's going to be worse getting it back than it was setting it up in the beginning.
Yeah.
You know, so if you plan on not doing this again, if you're truly repentive, if you truly regret it, because he's going to make you change jobs, it's just going to change everything. If you're truly not going to do it again, take it to your grave and do whatever you can. Maybe get a different position, stay away from this dude, work on your marriage, because there's a problem there. There's a reason why you kissed this dude.
That is true. I would say
there's a reason,
yeah.
And so don't tell them, but work on whatever that issue was that caused you to run into another person's arms.
Amen.
Work that out. Find out the solution. But take it to your grave.
I agree. Work on that problem, fix it, because if it's not this man, it's going to be another one. Mm-hmm. So you gotta see what's going on in your marriage, and you gotta take, instead of telling your husband, "Hey, I kissed this man," you know, gave him some tongue. You have
Take it
to.
easy.
No, I'm just saying, like, you have to say, like, "Hey, this is what's happening." You know, I feel like a little bit.
So you're saying
no. So you saying she should tell?
No.
Oh, okay, that's what it sounds like for me.
No, my bad. I'm sorry.
Okay. So do it in the shadows. Stay shady.
Yeah.
No, and it's not even about. Hold on.
Yes.
It's not. Even,
I mean, that's another question I want to ask this table as we talk about it, because some people say that's lying. You're not telling them, and then some people feel like, hey, no question was asked, so it can't be lying. So this is really a very interesting way of looking at it. I want to hear from y'all in that regard.
God talked about lying, but not the cousin of lying. So I think we're cool.
What scripture is that?
I don't think that's biblical.
No, it's not. I'm obviously joking.
Yeah.
But is there a line, like he said, between, well, I'm not lying, I'm just not telling you the truth?
I think
it's valid. It's valid.
Yeah, it's valid, but so this is some shady territory still.
First of all, her running into another man's arms to begin with is already.
Yes,
it is.
Okay. So let's not act like she has not already violated some things.
So you just gonna pile on that darkness?
Yeah, to keep from other stuff.
Darkness with darkness gonna make light.
Equals light.
It cancels each other.
Right. It's like a negative and a negative.
It's a positive.
These are the laws. We didn't make these up.
This is the
laws of physics.
This is the laws of divorce. These gentlemen are talking about.
I don't want to make fun of the situation.
No, it's not. It's not funny. But I mean, honestly, she came to us because she know our heart.
Yeah.
and this is for her to thrive. And this is a very sticky situation. And I don't think this is nothing we can really say to navigate this, because there's so much information we don't know.
I like to throw this out there.
Okay.
I would say pray about this. Like, really pray and ask the Lord what you should do. If you're a Christian, you need to inquire of the Lord, because this is very sensitive. This can either break your marriage completely, you know, or if you are truthful to your husband, he might be like, all right, you know, that was messed up what you did, but obviously I had something to do with that. You know what I mean? As a man, maybe I have been neglecting you for a long time. You know, maybe
I might open his eyes.
Yeah, maybe I have not been, you know, putting in the work that I should. So I left you vulnerable.
Yeah.
It really depends, but I think the first thing is seek the Lord in this, and then move forward
and let him prompt you.
Yeah,
because he knows the heart of men.
Yes,
He knows how this will work for the betterment of you and your husband. And I agree with that. That was actually where I was going in this, in the advice I was giving before you rudely cut me off. But that's okay. No, I'm joking with you. But I think that's the best way of handling this situation, y'all. So hey, listen. I hope that we said something to bless you, something to lead you closer to God, to give you some advice, some sound understanding to navigate all these bumpy roads through life. Hey, anyone else got questions that you want us to answer, put them in the comment section. If you'd like to remain anonymous, go ahead, send it to whatthechurchwontsay@yahoo.com. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, and share this video, y'all. And guess what? We'll be here next time to say
what the church won't say.